It's a ranked game of Dune Imperium Digital, Rise of Ix and Immortality 211. I'm player 2. I'm Bludgeon, Beast, Leto, Helena, Ariana, Yuna, and Elisa. I would like to play Yuna just because I haven't for a long time. The cards: Test of Humanity, Imperial Shock Trooper, Lisa and Algabe, Sayadina, In the Shadows, which is why Helena has been picked. And then Industrial Espionage and Usurp. The text: Spaceport, Chomurky, and Holo Projectors. All right. Okay, let's Yuna it. I don't know when I last played Yuna. I feel like it was in the spring or something. Okay, well, this is a little bit awkward. Depending on what Leto does. And he smuggles, which is what I was not wanting him to do. What am I going to do here? I'm going to wealth, but, well, because the problem is I can't double fold space with this hand. That's what sucks. Maybe it's wealth and try to get in on this. I think I'm going to use the diplomacy here. Hardy Warriors would also be great if I could get it. Hey, Gooser, early reveal. I mean, an early reveal... It depends on what everybody else does. If I can Hardy Warriors, I'll do that. I mean, I would love to get in on this conflict. I would like to win the conflict, boost myself up one, then open up with Smuggling and Swordmaster. Oh yeah, I can't Hardy Warriors with Yuna. That's right, Gooser. That's right. Okay, so I'm not winning this conflict, but I still would like to get Solari out of it if I could. If I could somehow get second, I don't imagine that's possible, really. So we'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens. We also don't know if Helena's going to use her ring. Yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I played Yuna. I forgot she starts with no water. You start the game with no water. Whenever you gain Solari on your turn, increase the amount gained by 1. Right. Well, I think I'll still suits and throw in 2 and hope. No, that's not happening. Maybe it is an early reveal. Because I expect Beast is going to want in on this. He still has cities to go to. Yeah, they're going to be... And Helena only put in 3 on the Hardy Warriors. She's kind of daring the others. It makes sense because she has the final agent. So she can kind of wait to see what they decide to do. But wait, Leto didn't deploy. Okay, well, then I have to... Oh, man. Second would be so good for me, but there's like no way I get it. This gets me to 5. Smuggling then would get me to 7. He's baiting me into an early reveal. I mean, it's tempting. It's just 1 because I think Beast could technically try to win this. If he has his signet ring, and he does, he goes to Carthag, puts in 4 troops. Hey, Tyrole's no ring for Helena Rip. It seems that way. She could still play it as her second agent. So there's some interesting stuff for 3. Test of Humanity, Sayadina, even the Shock Troopers could be interesting, since as Yuna, I do like going to Wealth. Yeah, it was just kind of an unfortunate hand. Tech negotiation. Interesting. All right, well, Leto's taking in the shadows, which is not good for everybody else. It is a tense round 1. He takes Sayadina. Okay. Well, it was going to be kind of an interesting choice here, but I will definitely take in the shadows. But I'm not going to take industrial espionage. Wow. All right. That's great news. This is a big card here. Lots of Bene Gesserit stuff, actually. The whole row is Bene Gesserit, except for the Shock Troopers. I call it a row, but they're showing it as a column. Can't decide. Is it a row? Is it a column? It's technically called the Imperium Row, so this, you know what? We need to submit a bug report. All right, is she blowing things up for 5? Or is she happy with test of humanity? Oh, wants Lisa and Al-Gabe. More Bene Gesserit. Holy boy. Holy boy. And her ring is coming up next round. What did she reveal? She had a convincing argument. It'd be tricky for her to get Jessica next round, but... Okay, I get 2 Solari. So that's Solari. Solari from combats is not boosted by this thing because combats don't resolve on your turn, so it doesn't get boosted. Well, still gonna smuggle. No. All right, so Beast is able to get double fold space from position 3. And he's going to be doing some interstellar shipping. James Kovacs, the Imperium Taurus? I have no idea what that means. Hollow projectors for Helena. Current tech row, Spaceport, Chalmarchy, Sonic, Snoopers, Helena reserves. Gene manipulation. Okay, not going for Jessica here, which makes sense. Reconnaissance and 2 daggers. That's what I've got. There's some crazy part of me that wanted to go to Mentat, but now that wealth is gone, I don't think... I mean, I probably wasn't going to do it anyway, but I was kind of tempted to see if I could get to wealth this round. I think it's just Carthag. Yeah, but Taurus, what is that? Is that a shape? Let's go in on this. Have this ambush. Hey, Tea Time Trauma, a Taurus is like a donut. No? I only know Taurus like, you know, the bull. I don't know that one. It is like a donut. Wow. Okay. Learning new things here. So if I win this, the question is, do I go up, down, or do I go up, up? It would be kind of nice to have the option of, you know, snatching a Chalmarchy from the tech row at a certain point. I don't necessarily need the Solari immediately. I already have the 8 for Swordmaster next round, hopefully. But it would give me a chance to get to High Council early enough that maybe I could get a Jessica, which would be great. For 2, I will take a liaison here. Partly because of the previous discussion about maybe trying to land a Jessica, but also because I want to get to Swordmaster this coming round, and liaison helps me do that. This would also help, but I'm not doing that. Without any graft cards, and no guarantee I'll ever find any graft cards, I'm not interested in this guy. If I go up, down, it also does give Solari to everybody else. All right, everything gets blown up. Ooh. All right, Beast gets firm grip. That's not great. Well, now that Jessica's gone, I think I'm more likely to go up, up. Like, the influence is not immediately relevant. Okay, Helena collecting a lot of Bene Gesserit stuff here. Lizan Al-Gabe, G manipulation, the voice. Fadi reading the beast might have a windfall. We'll see. We're going up, up to the top of the shipping track. Let's see. Oh, okay. I was going to say I didn't draw green. I did draw green, but is Beast about to... No. Okay, so I've got to... No! Oh, no! Well, I guess if she voices Swordmaster, it's okay, because it will block me and Beast at the same time, and I'll be able to get it with my second agent. Oh, she changed her mind. Okay. Well, I'm definitely going Swordmaster immediately now. I mean, I would have anyway, because of Beast. Hey, Derek Cole. All right, let me grab this Swordmaster right away. Derek says, bedtime for our little toot. Just wanted to thank you for streaming Dune for all of us. Well, thanks for being here, Derek. I hope bedtime goes smoothly for everyone involved. James, planned coupling is a graft to go with industrial espionage, but still probably wouldn't grab it. Need more graft to use reliably. Yeah. It's like if I had, you know, 2 or 3 graft cards in the deck, I would think about it, but with only potentially, I mean, I don't have any at the moment. There was a question about High Council. Murillo says, would you prioritize getting to High Council to help you get a really good card over getting the Swordmaster? Sometimes. The problem is, with Immortality, basically you can't. Without Atomics, it is something that I would occasionally do. Still not common, but occasionally I would do that. If I could set things up in a way so that I could get a Jessica or a Directorship or a Kwisatz Haderach, I would sometimes get High Council over Swordmaster. But in Immortality, you basically can't, because someone's just going to nuke the row and destroy that, which is one of the reasons I think Atomics really sucks, is it just takes away so much interesting strategy from the game. And it adds a little bit of strategy to the game, but far less than it takes away, in my opinion. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just going to wealth it. Yeah, Beast really just wants that shipping track all to himself. Fiddy says, even without atomics, Swordmaster is very important in Immortality because of the impact of playing experimentation. Yes, that's true too. So, I mean, even, yeah, without atomics and without Immortality, even then, it was, most of the time you would still prioritize getting Swordmaster. But occasionally, it could be interesting to prioritize High Council seat. In Immortality, there's the atomics thing, but there's also the other thing, which is experimentation. It's like, yeah, you really need to play these as much as you can, so you need Swordmaster even more than you did before. If there weren't atomics in Immortality, it would still, every once in a while, think be worth getting the High Council seat, but yeah, far less than before. Okay, well, it's just a reveal, but hey, check this out. Let's get a Keys to Power, my friends. Is this a Beguiling Pheromones game? It is not a Beguiling Pheromones game, I can tell you that. There's a quiz outside rock. Is it a Usurp game for some reason? I might hold on to these for a moment. I'm not in any particular rush, I think, to go here. So let's just hold on to those specimens for now. Decide if I want to pick up Usurp or just cash them in. Of course, there's always the option to cash them in for troops, which isn't the craziest thing to do, given everyone's garrison is pretty weak at the moment. Gooser, can you swap specimens when you go to a conflict location? Yeah, you can swap specimens anytime on your turn. Keep in mind, they don't go to your garrison. They go to your supply. So you can't use them to like get a big deployment. You know, it's not recruiting troops. It's just turning them back into supply cubes. But you can do that anytime on your turn. Taxes, specimen for troops always feels bad. Yeah. It's usually not the greatest of options. I think I'm going to grab a Chaumarchy here. If I wanted to get real crazy, I could go Spaceport just for fun. I haven't had a Spaceport in a long time. What are my two cards? It does get me in the shadows. You know what? To hell with it all. I don't care. I know Chaumarchy is the way better choice. I haven't played Spaceport in so long. I just want to do it. I just want to. Let's go here. Oh, you wanted me to use the ring? Yeah, I didn't have the Solari to do it. Unless I took I couldn't have done that. Unfortunately. Could have been interesting. So I'll go... I think I'll go ahead and take High Council. Now that I have Spaceport, I might as well go all in on this insanity. And since we're going completely insane, it's going to be a Usurp game. Oh, and there's a memo quarters there now. All right, the thing is, I do want to play my diplomacy, so I might do this first and hope I can still get to High Council. Beast is going Swordmaster, Helena's going Swordmaster. I think that'll be fine. I'd like to get a little bit of water, and let's just put in one, see how much spice we can steal. Texas, you really like Usurp, probably more than Twisted Mentat. Yeah, I would say most of the time I like Usurp more than Twisted Mentat, although I had a great game with Twisted Mentat recently on Ilbon. And Usurp is very hit or miss. 4 specimens, as you point out, Fadi El Riachi, is extremely expensive. It's very difficult for that to be worth it. But it's just such a cool... It's such a cool effect. The problem with 4 specimens is the fact that reclaim forces exists. That's the problem with it. It would be fine. It's just that when you could get a Tleilaxu progress for 3, then it's not so fine. So I have a little bit of a problem with the design of reclaim forces as well. I feel like maybe that should cost 4. This should be like a last resort because you just really don't have any, like, you just can't use them. Whereas I feel like a lot of the time this is better than the cards in the row, which is ridiculous. And yeah, the balance is a little weird. Like, Stitched Horror is better than both Twisted Mentat and Usurp, and it costs 3. Like, even this whole Tleilaxu row track here, I feel like conflicts a little bit with the ideas of, I don't know, like, it's fine. It's fine. It's just like some of the balance is a little weird, I feel. I feel like there's a little bit too much emphasis on this and not enough emphasis on this. Stitched is better than both combined. That's kind of interesting and probably sadly true. Like, if you could have Stitched Horror or Twisted Mentat and Usurp, what would you do? I guess probably just Stitched Horror would be the choice a lot of the time there. I don't know. That'd be an interesting experiment to actually run, though. I'm not convinced that's true. If you could start the game with, I don't know. It probably is true, though, just because of this thing. Getting scarabs is just like such a powerful thing. Like, you'd probably rather start with just a Contaminator in your deck than a Usurp, just because you could get scarabs quickly. Okay. I'm taking Usurp, and we'll put it on top of the deck because of Spaceport. Clandestine Meeting. I don't have any other cards to get anything out of that, so I don't think I can really take that realistically. The Organ Merchants is kind of interesting for Solari for me. But it's kind of clogging the deck up a little bit, though. So I think we'll pass. It's interesting. Pass for now. Yeah, I could usurp it potentially. I know. We'll see. Kwisatz Haderach for Helena. Let's give her a cheer. Let's give her a cheer. Helena using the ring to get Kwisatz Haderach. That's gotta feel good. Usurp Guild Accord. It's another option. I don't have any spice though. Let's do this. Yeah, this has no agent icons, and this has no agent icons, so I actually can't usurp that. I could usurp this, but I don't have any specimens at the moment. I could go to wealth with this, then I have spice to usurp Guild Accord. Secrets also works. Oh, that right. I always think this guy can go to Emperor because I see that little Emperor symbol. That doesn't work. Oh. Yeah, and it trashes it. Trash the card. I don't know if that's going to count, though. Will that... It should work, right? The unload should be affected by that. Plans Within Plans goes nicely with this if I win. Oh, I'm having fun right now. Luis, usurp to Hayliner. Yes, that's the idea. That is the idea. I think I'll go to still suits first. Usurp the carryall. Okay, maybe given that Helena has 8 spice now, maybe I have to go here first. Beast has 15 Solari. It does infiltrate Gooser, but I don't want to have to I don't want someone else to go there, really. I mean, Helena doesn't have any garrison troops, so maybe even if she does it, I could still beat her with the infiltration, which would be cruel, but I don't have any combat intrigues. Yeah, something could go wrong. I think I should probably just do it now. As Fadi says, let's just do it. Now, do I need to throw all of them in? I think I will. I don't know what Beast is doing. Let's just make sure. I didn't get the water? I did, right? Because I had one before, then I got two, then I got one. Does it show as in my trash? No. Not that there's an individual trash pile anyway. Yeah, we're looking pretty good with plans within plans here. I could have been more conservative there, probably. Given that I still have another opportunity to maybe deploy troops, I could have maybe held a couple of back, but... Hardy Warriors just to get some troops in the garrison, it's possible. It's possible. I might want to go to Wealth and get the Emperor Alliance, though. That also would get me troops. Get some Solari into the coffers for whenever this ring shows up. Anything I want to put on top of my deck here? Dissecting kit, maybe. I'm nowhere here. I believe Beast has firm grip, James. That's a good point. I could wait to potentially get that next round. Spaceport! Spaceport Usurp! It gives me such joy to do stuff like that. I think I will take this. Oh, who needs the genetic markers? when you've got Spaceport. That's something I didn't quite realize, though. For some reason, I kind of assumed this was Imperium row. But it's just any cards you acquire. Liaison, Spice Must Flows, and Tleilaxu cards. So Spaceport, I guess, gets a boost in Immortality, now that I think about it. Still mostly not worth taking, but it is better because there are more cards to choose from. Hello. Thank you. Gbort 1! Gbort 1, the newest member of the channel. Thank you so much. Or is it Gbort? I don't know if it's Gbort 1 or Gbort 1, but thank you for joining the channel and becoming the newest member. I really appreciate that. Helena gets the first point and the spice here. Oh, there's that in the shadows that Helena didn't get that first round. Okay, let's take the Emperor Alliance and let's unlock Siege Tabor. Gbort 1, let us know if you're actually here in the stream or if this is just a coincidental. Maybe Gbort joined, like just watching another video. Okay, there's a lot of spice here. And, unfortunately, the only thing I can do to get it is ring, and I don't have the Solari to activate it. But I think I want to take that spice. Let's see if I get the experimentation. No. Well, I'm still going to do it. Hey, you're here. Nice. So Gbort as, is it Gbort or is it Gbort, by the way? See if you can type in the chat how I'm supposed to pronounce that. You're just lazy. Yeah, that's fair. It doesn't have to be work to watch a stream, you know? Oh, God, I got to type. I got to open up the chat. Where is the chat? Hide chat, show chat. I understand. But as a member of the channel, you now have access to all the stream VODs, now and forever and into the past. And you get access to the weekly Members Monday video as well, which comes out, guess what? Every Monday, which is a video recorded just for members of the channel. If you're interested in that, you can click the join button right here to become a member yourself. Gbort, second way. Okay. Gbort 1. Restrictive ordnance picked up by Helena. Okay. Oh. Oh, I mean, do I just early reveal to put that on top of my deck? I can probably get one more agent action in first, right? Her ring has been used. Um... This is interesting. Okay, round 7's coming up. Maybe I hang on to that spice for a potential Hayliner there. I was thinking of grabbing Chawmurky. You know what? I think I will. Oh yeah, I can't take Bene Gesserit influence with this. That's kind of annoying. I'm heavily considering the early reveal for this. Maybe I don't need to, though. I guess I still have Final Agent regardless. Can I get another Grand Conspiracy this game? Okay, I have the High Council seat. I'll have the influence. I just picked up a Dreadnought. Okay. It's a little late for this to do a ton, but it could still do something. Unfortunately, the dissecting kit is not going to do anything here. Yes, I'm not going to early reveal. We'll hope that nobody else has nukes, so somebody would have to early reveal to take this themselves. Now, wait a minute. The problem with secrets is... Hold on. Yeah. Secrets is too dangerous. I know, I need a second Dreadnought for the Grand Conspiracy. Could I end up with 4 endgame points here? Kwisatz Haderach to tech negotiation. She was already on there, right? From tech negotiation to tech negotiation. So that doesn't get her an extra persuasion. Okay, this is amazing. So I didn't have to early reveal. I'm still going to be able to snatch this, put it on top of the deck. Yeah, that's true. The wealth play also blocked Beast's firm grip. To an extent. I mean, maybe he wanted to go to High Council anyway. And I still have nukes myself. I might nuke it just to find a better usurp target. We'll see. These are the two end games I have. Plans within plans. So 3 influence on 3 or more tracks is worth 1 point. And if I do it on all tracks, I get 2 points. And then this one, I need 2 dreadnoughts, a spice must flow, 4 influence on 2 tracks, and a seat on the High Council. I already have 1 dreadnought, seat on the High Council, and 4 influence. Taxes Inc. says, one of my favorite usurp plays is usurp Tleilaxu Master, use Master's effect to acquire Master. That is an interesting way to do it. And then it's not in the Imperium row to get trashed anymore, I guess. Although, it says if you do trash that card at the end of your turn, it doesn't say if it's still in the Imperium row. How does that actually work? Hey, Arm, yeah. Yeah, we're already cooking up the YouTube clickbait titles here. All right, so meanwhile, people are getting victory points. The digital game lets you keep it. That's a ruling I'm interested in actually researching. Dave C, the game is looking hilarious. Can't wait to see the conclusion. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go. None of these things are particularly exciting to usurp. This is draw a card. I might blow it up. Research station. I mean, research station would be good. Maybe I just usurp one of these things to draw an extra card. Usurping Cheney does not get the water because you don't acquire the card. Beast is the only one with Hayliner Spice because I spent my spice on the Chomurky. He goes to Research Station, unfortunately. What does Usurp do, Espiro? It lets you graft this card to one of the cards in the Imperium row. So you get to play one of the cards in the Imperium row. Alright, so Research not an option. Mentat also not a good option. I could usurp Selective Breeding, I guess. I might do that. Oh, she took it. All right, let's see if we can find something better to usurp here. Helena's card is not in the Imperium row, so you cannot usurp it. And the game knows that. Let me just do this for now. Could potentially usurp this to get in some troops. If it's light, I could maybe pull something like that. I don't even have a genetic marker for Master. I'm only here on the research track. So I can't actually use it to acquire anything. But I would be able to put it on top of my deck with the spaceport if I could acquire a card. I could usurp Worm Riders just to get 5 spice for next round. Hayliner. I do need another Dreadnought. So I might just go and buy a Dreadnought first and then see what I want to do with my final agent. Helena now has 2 water, though. She might go here to set herself up. Oh no, she's spending the spice now in a quid pro quo. Stealing the Freeman Alliance from Leto. Everybody has a lot of victory points. I do not have as many as I would like. And she gets Water of Life, so she's probably getting a Spice Must Flow here. That's something I need. Something I need, but I'm not going to get right now. I mean, I could usurp Space Travel and draw a card. And if it's not the dagger, it gets me Spice Must Flow. I think I just buy the Dreadnought here. Okay, so I've got 2 Dreadnoughts, seat on the High Council, but I don't have the 4 influence. So this is not worth anything just yet. And this usurp play doesn't work anymore because I played the liaison here. If I'd done it first, I could have maybe done that with the dagger. It's just I want to kind of see what Beast does here, because if he doesn't get more troops in, I could potentially usurp this and maybe even win this conflict. Because I could get in, so 3, 6, 8, plus 6, 14 strength. Okay, he's going to Hardy Warriors. Yeah, we haven't activated the ring one time. Okay, so I think the move now is usurp Worm Riders to Great Flat. I'm going to be overloaded on intrigues, though, if I go like this. I might have to go like that. That feels pretty bad. Assuming the game isn't over. Yeah, the game could be over. The game could be over. If Beast gets 2 points here and buys a Spice Must Flow, it's over. Which looks pretty likely. Trashing in the shadows. Yeah. That's true. That does at least get me that point. Three, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, I have to hope the game just isn't over. That's really all I can do. So let's do this. I just have to hope I get a chance to like Hayliner next round if there is a next round. Okay, he doesn't have Spice Must Flow. Leto, by the way, early revealed with 3 agents. So the question is, when I research, do I take 1 on the Freeman bump to get a water and activate 1 point here? Because I would have the 2 Dreadnoughts, I'd have the 4 influence, I'd have the seat on the High Council. That's worth 1 point. Or I think that's the move rather than going for... Oh, never mind. Trashing the In the Shadows gets me the Bene Gesserit. I don't get to choose. Okay. Wonder if it makes sense to put that on top of the deck. I cannot get an intrigue card right now. Okay, I put those both on top of the deck so that I can play them at the same time to Hayliner. Graph them together. Go to Hayliner, draw a card. I still have 2 specimens to go there. I don't know if I'm going to get to there, but... I don't know. Maybe that was a weird move. Oh no, I still got an intrigue card here. Oh god, I forgot about that. Okay. Oh god. Maybe I should have tried to get an intrigue just to like cushion these guys a little bit. Okay, this is bad. Yeah, taxes. Sorry, I didn't see your message till it was too late. We'll see what happens here. You realized it 18 seconds before I did? Yeah. Well, we'll see how this goes. Maybe I actually play Keys to Power here and try to get these two to one of the Freeman spots to get a fourth influence somewhere. Okay, leader goes to selective breeding, so I'm gonna get away with it again. There's no way I'm getting to the end of the research track, so that's just a spice cash in. Okay, Plans Within Plans is now online for 2 victory points. Grand Conspiracy is currently worth 0, but 1 influence on Freeman would make it worth 1, and getting a Spice Must Flow would make it worth 2. It doesn't look like a Spice Must Flow is going to happen, though. Unfortunately, this is really clogging up my hand here, being here. So I'm still in danger of the secret's pain. I could play the Surgeon here. Mentat, if it's open, for sure is a consideration. Research Station would solve this issue for me. Mentat gone. Okay, this is the final round. What does this bribery do? Gets her a point here. Okay, it's gonna be pretty tough. Yeah, it's Tleilaxu Surgeon to Research Station, and then we'll see what happens after that. What do we get for an intrigue card? That's not... Well, yeah, it's probably not great. Tleilaxu Master. I'm not sure if that does a whole lot. Dissecting Kit probably doesn't do much. Is there any... Hold on. If I go here... Then Master can take me to here. Can I do anything crazy with that? This can reveal for my thing here. Because I'm not getting all the way to the end, right? Yeah, the Guild Alliance is potentially stealable here. And this is good enough as well for activating that. Unfortunately, there's no spice must flow here. Okay, if I win this, that gets me to 8. Steal this gets me to 9. Point there gets me to 10. 12, 13, I think is my ceiling. Do I just graph the convincing argument since I'm not getting there anyway? That one dagger? What if it makes the difference? I don't think it possibly can. But just in case. Oh, what if it does? Helena to Hayliner here with Kwisatz Haderach. That's 10, 14. Does she have big combat intrigues? Oh, Leto. What do you have for an intrigue? Yeah, economic supremacy would have been great. Assuming I win. We're not going to another round, so we'll just let that go. Leto does not have the memo quarters point. Helena hitting research. Okay, she's definitely getting another victory point from Spice Must Flow. But I win tiebreakers. So... does she have the means of winning this conflict? Number one. Oh, that's not good. But that's all she had, I guess. So the question is, does she have any other endgame points? World's clutchest dagger. I mean, I had the private army, but yeah, it is nice to win it with that dagger I kept. Okay, let's see what happens here. Does Helena have any endgame points? Looks like no. Oh, she had cornered the market. Why was it showing mine first? She's the first player. 16 for Helena. Oh, damn. Damn. All right, well, that was still a really fun game. Spaceport was good. Spaceport and Usurp was a good time. Ah, fuck that continue button, man. God, I hate that button. Continue. I want to continue looking at the game, not exit the game. Ah. These little UI things drive me absolutely insane. They have done a good job of fixing a lot of little things that have driven me insane, but there's still some things that drive me insane. That was a crazy ending. Dave C. Arm says, I think it goes from least points to most points as is presented at the time of reveal. Is that how it goes? That's interesting. I don't even know what was my final score? 12 points? It was like 16 to 12. No, I had 13, I think. I ended up with 13. I went from like 6 to 13 that round or something. Stole a guild alliance. 1-2 from the conflict. Got a Tleilaxu point. Got 2 points from Plans Within Plans. Got 1 point from Grand Conspiracy. Yeah, I went from 6 to 13. It was a 7-point round. If only I could have gotten a Spice Must Flow, I would have ended up at 15, and I still would have lost. Whew. That was a crazy one. That was a crazy one, and it was a fun one. I'm so happy I got that spaceport. All right, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Of course, join the Discord if you're not there. For, you know, to keep up to date with everything that is going on. More videos coming out on the channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And we'll see you members Monday for the next members game. All right, take care, everybody. Bye.